All right, I'm very pleased to be joined with Mariko Takahashi, who is currently living out in New York City right now during this whole COVID-19 pandemic. So Mariko, first off, thank you for chatting with me today. Really appreciate it.
It's good to be here.
So what's the general feel like in New York? Because in Canada, it's a little bit different, but what's it like currently right now in the city that you live in?
Well, I mean, obviously, everybody is pretty stressed and worried right now given the situation, but I think it probably is similar to what's going around the world in general. I think everybody's kind of in the same boat here as far as this is a global pandemic and everybody can be affected and has some type of trickle effect with what's going on. I think right now businesses are closing, and I'm fortunate enough to be working from home still. So I'm trying to keep my structure in my days, and just trying to keep my sanity through all of this. But overall, I think it's scary. Nobody really knows what the protocol is here.
Absolutely. It is fairly scary for everybody, really. And you were telling me that you just got back from Ireland. Talk about the process of coming back into the US after international travel.
Yeah, so my fiance and I were in Ireland for an essential trip. So we were nervous about traveling back into the US while things were starting to spike. We tried to be as careful as we could when we were traveling through the airports and on the plane as well. We were a little bit surprised in just the lack of protocol that we saw throughout the experience. I think it's been so new to everybody. So there weren't a lot of procedures in place to be as safe as we could on the plane. And when we got off, we weren't screened when we arrived in the US, but we did arrive before the travel ban was in place for people traveling in from the UK and Ireland. I am a US resident, so I would fall under different protocol for people that are just coming in as a tourist. But we weren't screened and we weren't told to isolate, but we made the decision to self-quarantine ourselves, just given the fact that we had been traveling and could have been exposed. So we're currently quarantining in our apartment in Brooklyn right now, and we are on day 10.